Brushing a gnat out the way. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Glow and Grow. It is Friday, and I cannot believe the year is already over. I feel like after, October, the holidays there, it was just like the rest of the year just flew. I feel like the whole year flew, but I feel like after October, here we are approaching Christmas. So anyway, with that said, I've been personally working on making sure I don't stress too much about not having enough time. I feel like everyone I speak to share the same sentiment that just the time is just flying. There's just not enough time in the day to get everything done. So I'm working on not not getting frustrated with that and just being content with whatever I do get done in the day, because there's always going to be more to do, right? So nevertheless, time is flying, but we're grateful. We're here. We're healthy, hopefully. So today I'm coming with a glow and grow message. I did go live yesterday, by the way. In case you were looking for me yesterday, I did go live. It wasn't a glow and grow message. It was more on a specific topic. And it took a while to upload, so it's not posted yet, but I will post it probably today. I'll post the video. But for today, the message are for those of you, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Nailah Abdullah. I'm a toxic relationship coach. I do a few other things, but this is what this channel is here is about. And I help women to overcome, to heal, to recover from toxic or narcissistic relationships. So the message for you today is, for Glow and Grow, is you are not responsible for someone cheating on you. I know that in these relationships, this is something that often happens, even if you're not fully able to prove it, where you see the person in the bed, with the other person, right? You don't catch them red-handed, but you see things that are happening that alludes to the fact that they're not being honest and they're possibly not being faithful. So wherever you are on that spectrum, this message is for you. I want you to know that you are not responsible for someone cheating on you. What I have realized is that people who are manipulative, right? They like to make relationships seem more complicated than they need to be. For example, they will make you think that cheating has to do with the fact that you were not available for them, or you did not satisfy them in a certain way, or there was a lot of arguments in the relationship. They're going to give you different reasons about why, I had to step out, or why I made the mistake. Let me say this very clearly, and I want you to receive this. There is no mistake in cheating. Okay? That is a myth. That is a myth that our society has put on us, that, there is such thing as mistake. There is no mistake. When you're a teenager, maybe you see that or hear that on TV, or you hear it around, and you might say, okay, yeah, people make mistakes, but there is no mistake, right? As a 38-year-old woman, I understand, there are no mistakes. You make a choice. It's a choice, right? It's a choice. It may be a choice that you're not supposed to make, and but it's a choice. I'm trying to find another way to put it. It's a choice, right? Now, when you are dealing with people who are manipulative, they are going to make you, like I said, think that it is because things were not going well in the relationship. The reality is, relationships don't have to be this complicated, right? If something's not going well in a relationship, either we work on it or we separate. It's really that simple, right? And when I say simple, I don't mean it's not going to hurt. I don't mean, you may not be confused about what to do. There will be a lot of tears and pain, sadness. I'm not saying it's simple in that aspect where these things won't come up. These emotions won't come up for you. Good morning. Good morning, Bilal. So I don't have my glasses on. So it doesn't mean it's simple in that aspect, right? But it's simple where the decision is simple, right? It's not a matter of, maybe it was me, maybe I should have done. There's nothing you can do to justify someone cheating on you, right? If someone's not happy in a relationship, you have those two options. Either you work on it together or you separate. Cheating is never an option, right? And there's always things that lead up to cheating, right? You're not walking down the street and someone just grabs you up and pulls you and whisks you away, right? That's actually, another situation, right? That's not cheating. That's another situation, right? To cheat, someone has to give in to the relationship, give into the communication with the other person. At some point, you feel something and you make a choice to take it all the way to cheat. And it's not just about sex either. Cheating can also be spending too much time with another person, having inappropriate conversations and relationship dynamics with another person, right? So it is never acceptable, and it is never your fault when someone has choose to cheat on you, to step out of the relationship. They can either try to work it out with you, or they can ask to break up. Right. And actually, it's really a sign of immaturity on their part. It's a sign of lack of empathy on their part. So the message for today's Glow and Grow is that you are not responsible for someone cheating on you. There is never an excuse for someone cheating on you. Okay. All right. You all have a blessed day. I will try to come in on the weekend, but if not, I will see you on Monday. The topic that I discussed yesterday was about understanding why people attract ongoing toxic and narcissistic relationships, why you find yourself going from one to the next. That is something I spoke about yesterday, and I'm going to upload it here on the channel today. It was a live that I did yesterday. You're welcome, Lydia. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, it came on my heart to speak on this topic today because I do feel like a lot of people are questioning. Another thing I hear, people talking about is, trying to convince the partner that they're the one. The partner's like, I don't know if I should be with you or be with someone else. You never have to beg or ask someone to make you the priority, to know that you're the one. Okay? Relationships don't have to be this complicated. If someone is confused, they're not ready for a relationship. And that's something they have to figure out. You need to step away and let them figure their life out. And you also don't need to wait for them. If they value you, they will figure it out really quickly. You understand? You deserve someone that is 100% sure that you are the person for them. Okay? Especially when we're talking about man to woman, because I know we live in a world where we're saying, oh, we're all the same and we're created. No, we're not all the same. Men and women are created differently physically and psychologically, right? And men, it is their role to decide when they have matured, because a lot of times people are dating boys and men body. When a man has matured, annoying motorcycle. When a man has matured, he is certain about, I want to settle down and this is the type of woman I want, and he will go after that woman. And when he finds that woman, he is going to pursue that woman, right? He's going to make sure she is who he thought she was, and he's going to want to settle down. He's going to want a healthy, happy home with her. There's never going to be any begging. You're never going to have to convince them that you're the right one versus their ex or another woman. If you find yourself there, it's unnecessary complication. Unnecessary complication. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Happy New Year. Already. X before YZ. Good morning. Good morning. Lydia, I don't have... Hey, Lydia, give me a chance. Let me put on my glasses. Because... Oof, there's smudge. I want to read what you said. Lydia, you said he got in the car in front of my house with his ex back in February, and he said he got in to keep down trouble and got out at the stop sign. Yeah, no. That is bull crap. That is correct. Listen, you deserve... Hey, Christy. Hello, Christy. You deserve... all women, let me tell you something. And men, I'm not talking down to you either. You too deserve a woman who wants you, but I'm speaking to my ladies generally here, okay? You deserve a man who would never jeopardize losing you to keep trouble down. You know how you keep trouble down? If that ex came to the house and he said he got into the car because he wanted to keep trouble down. You know how you keep trouble down? You call 911. You call 911 on that ex-girlfriend. You don't get into the car with her. That is highly disrespectful. Yeah? You deserve a man that values you and respects you and would never step foot in the car with an ex. So I'm glad that you see that that is bull crap. Again, you know, a lot of women that I talk to, you know, and I blame it also on our media. You know, we watch these movies, and when you see these complicated relationships and everybody's confused and don't know what to do, and it's simple, guys. It's much more, it's not all simple, but it's much more simple than what we have been taught. When someone loves you, when they want you, they want to build a life with you, you're going to know it. They're not going to ever leave you confused. They're not going to be entertaining. That's entertaining the ex. What he did, Lydia, was entertaining his ex. They're not going to even entertain another woman. And if they make the mistake to do that, they're going to quickly reel themselves back and get it together. And that's not going to happen much. So yes, that is bull crap. Welcome, Christy. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. Christy, I know you're from Kazakhstan. From India. Lydia, where are you from? Lydia, I don't remember seeing you on here before, so welcome. If you don't already know, I have a free group for just this month. It's not something I typically do. I typically have one-on-one coaching clients in a course that I have. Also, just for those who want to go deeper into healing and moving on. But for the month of December, I have a free group called Stronger in 30. So it's a group for 30 days where I'm giving free classes in there. It's actually part of my course. I'm giving you guys a little bit of access to some of those classes from the course. And I'm also offering coaching inside of the group. So if you want to join that, go to stronger in30.com. Stronger in30.com if that's something you're looking for. Deepak from India. You're welcome, Christy. Oh, did you get the book? You got the book, Christy? Ah, that's great. Listen, that book changed. That book, so the book Christy is talking about, we talked about this in my group, Stronger in 30. Go to stronger in30.com if you want to join. It's free for the month of December. The book Christy is talking about is a book called I always mix it up. Think like a man, act like a lady, or vice versa. Act like a lady, think like a man. Act like a lady, think like a man. And it is by Steve Harvey. And if you're anything like me, in the beginning, I was like, what is Steve Harvey talk? You know, he's a comedian. But I'm an 86 baby. I grew up with Steve Harvey when he was a comedian. He's done a lot more now. And you know, he knows what he's talking about. And that's in that book also. He made it so clear about how, you know, simple relationships can be, how simple, you know, a man is actually compared to a woman. It's really about a perspective on how men think, how men function in relationships, and how do you know when it's the right one, right? And someone asked him, why didn't you make one for the men, right? Talking about women. And he said, well, women are a lot more complicated. You know, he's like, I have to write several books on that. But I'm so glad you're reading it, Christy. You're welcome, X before YZ. Oh, Lydia, you're in Georgia. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. I love Georgia. I've been to Georgia once. I have some family in Georgia. Yeah, I would love to go back again, actually. When was I there? 2019. Time goes so fast. Yeah, I was pregnant with my daughter then. But yes, thank you, Deepak. Thank you. Yes, Christy. Well, I'm so excited to hear. Hey, Alice. Good morning. Welcome. I am so excited to hear what you think about that book, Christy. And for those of you who plan on joining the group, again, it's no cost. It's a gift for the holidays to you. You have access, like I said, to a couple of my classes from my course, The Relationship Detox. And these classes teach you basically how to heal and move on, because healing is not just about feeling better, but it's about evolving, right? Becoming a wiser woman, understanding how relationships work, how to approach relationships. And it's not just about letting time pass. And that's the unfortunate thing I see a lot, which is what led me to create this course, is because a lot of times people come out of these relationships and feel like once I'm out, it's over, or once time pass, I'll feel better. Or, I do feel better. I'm not crying as much as before, or I have other accomplishments in my life and I'm doing well in other areas. And that's all great. But if you really want to live to your fullest potential, the fullest potential that God has for you, which is a full life of abundance in all aspects of our lives, right? So relationships, everything, finances, health, everything, it's important to work on ourselves. Alice, do I remember you? Please jog my memory. Forgive me. No problem, X before YZ. Thank you so much. Same to you. Blessings for the 2025. If you're anything like me, I love new beginnings. Like I get excited in the morning. I get excited at the beginning of a new week, and I definitely get excited for a new year because I just feel like, okay, we just have another opportunity to live in our fullest, accomplish new goals, evolve, grow, develop. So I have some new things also coming out for the new year, and I'll be more than glad to share it with you guys as well. But yes, blessings for the new year. Hello, Jan. Bon dia. Bon dia. Is that bon dia? Is that papiamento? Let me know. Alice, jog my memory. I'm getting eaten up by sandflies out here, guys. I'm going to have to go in soon. Hey! Hello, Nella. Welcome. So I do these glow and grow messages Monday to Friday. I try to do it every morning, but sometimes I'm too busy in the morning, so I might come in later. But hit the notification bell. If you guys enjoy these morning messages, these short morning conversations, join and hit the notification. So if you're not already subscribe, of course, to the channel. And then hit the notification bell. So once you hit subscribe, it'll give you a drop down and you can hit all notifications. Lydia, you see, he's always making his family a priority. Yeah, no, Lydia. Lydia, let me tell you something. It's painful. It's painful. But understand that when a man loves you, you're not going to have to go through all of that. And I'm not saying when a man loves you, everything's perfect. There is no perfect. But he's not going to put the ex before you. He's not going to put family before you, right? And it doesn't mean that there won't be some conflicts, right? And I think that's where people get confused. It's like, am I asking for too much? Am I asking for perfection? Because, yeah, no one is perfect. Sometimes family does come in the way, and cause issues, but it doesn't necessarily mean the man is a bad man. But this is what I always advise my clients is you have to look at a pattern of behavior. So you can't take isolated incidents, right? So like you shared, he's putting the family over me, an isolated incident of, choosing what the mom said over you or choosing what the sister said over you. Like those are isolated incidents. But what helps you to decide how to deal with people on a whole is looking at patterns of behavior. So how would you categorize his overall behavior, right? And based on what you shared from me, from the ex situation, getting in the car, and now this, there's some things to look at. So I'll be more than glad to go over it with you more. Take advantage of the free group for this month. Join in, strongerinthirty.com. Alice, on the beach. Oh, I don't remember. It sounded like it was a good conversation. Oh, man. Are you on social media or Instagram or anything so I can put a face to the name? Because I don't see your face here. Check me out on Instagram if you're there. If you want to join in the group, you can too. Strongerinthirty. That's 30.com. Join in there if you feel like you need support in this area, and then I can get to talk to you also in the group. I don't remember. I need a face. I need a face. Krista, you said that's why it's so important to have someone like you to talk about relationships, not thinking how lonely you are. Yes, well, I'm glad I can be that person for you. Listen, for those of you who don't know my story, I have been there, right? So yes, I'm a toxic relationship coach. Yes, my career background is in mental health therapy, but I too was in a relationship like this. And here's the joke. Here's the joke. I had studied narcissism in school. Right? But when you are studying these things in school, especially personality disorders, you kind of brush over it. But I still found myself in a 10-year relationship, and part of that was even marriage. And then when I got out of that, which was the most traumatizing experience I've had, I then realized I had some narcissistic people in my family that I had to cut off. It was like 2 years of just trauma, right? Just brokenness. And I realized as I was working through my healing journey, and I think having a mental health background, mental health career background also helped me to have some tools to work through it. I'm a very spiritual person, so tapping into God helped me to work through it. But I realized I wanted to serve other people, because then I started being able to help relatives and other friends that went through it. And it's to the point now that I'm a coach in this, every time I speak to someone and they say, what do you do? And I share it, either they say, I need someone like you, or I know someone who needs someone like you. So I realized this is a real problem in our world, and I don't know where it stems from. I don't know if it's culture, what we're taught through the media about relationships, or the lack of knowledge we have, right? A lot of what I've learned now as an adult is not something that I really had conversations with my parents about as a young teenage girl, about relationships and things like that. I don't know what it is. But I'm getting stuffy. I'm getting over a cold. But I do know, excuse me. But I do know that it is a real problem. And like you said, Christy, people do feel alone. And a lot of times we feel embarrassed, right? Which makes us isolate, which makes us feel even more alone. Because I was there too. I was like, this is embarrassing. Like, I made such a dumb decision for 10 years. Like, you feel embarrassed. So you also start to isolate. But Christy, trust me, you are not alone. You are not alone. Oh, Lydia, that's a big sign. When he talks to me, it's not as nice as when he talks to others. You can tell the difference. That's a big sign. That is a big sign. I just made a video on that. I don't think I posted it yet, about signs. Or maybe I did post it. I don't remember. I make so much content on here, but I talked about that. That's a big sign that this person, because a lot of times people say, well, do they know what they're doing? Do they know that they're hurting me? Do they know who they are? Of course they do, because they turn it on and off, right? If you don't know what you're doing, you're not turning it on and off. You have a toddler, right? Well, toddlers also turn it on and off. I have a toddler myself, and he knows when to act out and when not to, right? But generally speaking, people who are genuinely a certain way, right, they can't turn it on and off. When someone's disabled, they're disabled no matter who they're around, right? Personality disorder is not it's not a disability, right? They're fully manipulative. They know exactly who to do it with, who to do it around, and who to turn it off so people don't see their true color. So Lydia, we're talking about patterns of behavior. Add that to the list. Good morning. Good morning, Vita. Good morning from California. Thank you. Okay. So let me, okay. Sorry, I'm just clearing this up because I want you guys to feel comfortable on here, and I don't want anyone harassing you. So Lydia, you just got an inappropriate comment from someone. So I just blocked them. Okay, Alice, you said, no, I don't have social media. Open my account after exams in a few months. I definitely follow you after that. Oh, that's so great. I want to see your face now more than ever. Yes, create an account. So on all my videos, I always have like different ways to reach out to me. So my email address is on there as well. It's info@nailahabdullah.com. So you can send me a picture there, girl, because I'm dying to see your face. Sound like we had a really good conversation. Oh, I love these features on social media where you can just remove people who are in a nuisance. Hello, Douglas from Brazil. Brazil in the house. Christy, thank you, Nailah, for your work and for sharing about your life experience. Hopefully we can see each other online. Yes, Christy. You're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you for your gratitude. This is something that I will continue to do the rest of my life. And I love that we have a platform like YouTube where, you know, the content is always here because I don't. So here's how I function. I feel like if I know something, I need to share it. Like I'm not doing right by keeping things to myself, right? So anything I know, I feel like it's my duty to share it. I think that's why I went into the mental health field. I also like to see people suffer. And I feel like if I can help you through that, because it doesn't have to be that way. You know, a lot of what we experience is about choices. I remember when I was going through my own healing journey and coming out of that narcissistic relationship, a lot of my close friends was like, Nailah, I have never seen someone pick up the pieces the way you have. And I appreciated a compliment from them. And I do consider myself a strong woman. But I think what helped me too, and this is my advice to you guys, is be willing to deal with short-term pain for long-term peace. Let me repeat that. Be willing to go through short-term pain for long-term peace. I was a type of woman that I was willing to deal with crying so much that my eyes were puffy all day, losing my appetite and surviving off of Ensures, right? Turning my whole life upside down, right? Because I had established my career. We had our home, you know, and I had to turn everything upside down, pick up, move, you know, it was a lot, like everything, but that was all painful. And I think a lot of times people are running from that pain, but keep in mind that it can be short term if you go through it, right? To get to long-term peace. I am in a phase now in my life where I have peace. It doesn't mean that things don't go wrong. It doesn't mean that things won't go wrong, but I have peace. I have love. I have trust. I have respect for myself because I made difficult decisions. And that brought me to a place where God can now bless me with healthy people. I know how to have healthy relationships because I was willing to go through the short-term pain. I was blessed with a new husband. I was blessed with a new healthy relationship, right? God can't bless a mess. So sometimes we're praying to God for things, but we have to do our part too. And sometimes we don't want to do our part because it's too painful. We have ego, so it's too embarrassing. We don't want people to judge us. And I know what that feels like. I felt judged too. Like, I know people were looking at me like, Nailah, you smart. You make other good decisions. Like, how did you end up here? And I don't know for sure if people were saying that. No one said it to me in my face, but that's how I felt. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I don't want people to go through that. I don't want people to go through it alone. Lydia said, he said, I'm mad people like him and that he has friends, and that's not true. Oh, wow. Yeah. This is not it, Lydia. He's not it. He's not it. He's definitely not it. Yeah. Vita, I'm from New Jersey. I was born in New Jersey, grew up between New Jersey and the Caribbean. My parents are West Indian, which is the parts of the Caribbean. And I am currently in St. Martin right now. That is where I am with my family. Where are you from, Vita? Oh, you're from Brazil. Nice. Hello. You're from Brazil, but you live in California. Brazil is on my bucket list to travel to. for sure. Hello, Kev from Minnesota. Hello, Dean for Scotland. Hello from very cold Scotland. Hello, Anthony. Scotland. Wow. I'm sorry it's cold. I wish I could send you some of this warmth. It is about 80 something degrees here. It is sunny. Let me get ready to go. It was a pleasure speaking to you guys. Again, for those of you who want a bit more support in the area of healing, recovering, rebuilding, moving on from toxic and narcissistic relationships, you can join my free group. This is the only time of the year I will probably have this, so take advantage of it. It's called Stronger in 30 because it's 30 days of free support. So go to strongerinthirty.com and I'll see you in there. Now it's only for women. So if you're a man, then you'll just have to catch me here, okay? Taking some of this warmth. Thank you, Dean, for. Thank you, Anthony. Ooh, -4 Celsius. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. All right. You all have a blessed day. I will see you soon. Strongerinthirty.com for those of you who want to join. All right. Bye-bye.